Oh, g'day folks, what is going on? Hello and welcome to another episode of triggeredtrollsorus.com.au. The trolls are out in force, folks, and they're very upset that this film is about to be released. I wonder why. They're so upset this film is going to be released. Is it because the film is going to share the truth? I wonder. We will see, folks. But they certainly are hunting out there, as trolls do, hunting from the shadows. They're on the washed away socials, trying to put all sorts of smear campaigns out there. If you get a chance, folks, go to the washed away Facebook page, the Instagram, the website. Give them some support, give them some love, because the filmmakers are like, Dave, what is going on? These people are psycho. I'm like, yes, welcome to the war. That's the nature of it, folks. These goons that hide in the shadows. Like, could there be a higher level of cowardice? Right? Then having a fake profile, you hide behind a cat or a dog or a photo of your football team's emblem or something, and you come out and you try and do damage. It's like, oh, well, you people just step up. Have a go. If you got something to say it. Have I ever shied away from anything? Do I hide in the shadows? You know what? I have a red hot go, folks, and I cop the flack and the hate mail and whatever, because that's just part of life. You know, but to have to try and do this from mummy's basement, where you're probably sitting there with a bottle of Nivea and a box of tissues, trying to troll people on the internet who are just having a go in life, like, really. You know, and I look at, this has gone on for 4 years now of relentless trolling. And I ask all the people out there, I'm like, have you seen anything really, really, really damaging for Dave Oneegs? Like, is there anything? I'm just an ordinary dude. And they've gone hard for 4 years. They've come up with everything they could possibly come up with, and it's all fallen short, and they're getting frustrated. And now, what they're totally terrified of is this film coming out, and they're actually terrified of finally being proven wrong, because we did some wonderful things out there. We did some great things. We did what ordinary, decent Australians would have done, just help the person next to them. And, you know, not only did we do that, but we did it at a time when the authorities abandoned the community of the Northern Rivers. And we got together and we raised over $400,000. And obviously the authorities weren't going to like that. Now, I'll say this, right? By my estimates, around 70% of that money got directly to the communities, right? And the remainder, I saw Dottie the other day. Some is still held there. And what had come to myself personally, after dealing with the Office of Fair Trading, I got my personal funds back, and the remainder that didn't make it to the community went to the public trustee. Now, a lot of people out there would be very, very upset about that. But the people I actually ended up dealing with from the Office of Fair Trading were actually very fair. And I say this to people, not everyone out there in the government is bad. You know, we have a country that runs reasonably well for the most part, because there's decent people in offices. And when those funds came in, and we got the vast majority of them out to the community, and they just said, look, you have to have a license to do this. So the charge that they came forward to me with was unlawful appeal for support, which is not having a license to raise funds. That's it. Now ask yourself this. After having my accounts frozen for 18 months and going through every transaction with a fine-tooth comb, do you think I would still be out here going surfing every day, living my best life, running a social media channel, if I had misappropriated a single cent? Right? If there was any proof that Dave Oneegs had taken funds from the public and bought himself things, or bought a new apartment in Mallorca, you know what I mean, put a deposit on a block of land or something, like, I'd be in jail, folks, come on, you know? And I wouldn't show up every day, would I? Because I don't have anything to hide. Not like these little trolls sniveling like little rats in the corner. These poor little trolls that don't have even the courage to show their face. And here I am, I've been through all this shit, folks. Don't shy away from it, because I know in my heart what we did. We did the very best we could. I risked my life on many times, rescued a lot of people, fed a lot of cattle. Did we go about it the right way as far as getting a license goes? No, we didn't. That's why I said to the investigators, the prosecution, no, I pled guilty to not having a license, folks. The magistrate recognised that and said, wow, okay, no conviction, small fine, $750 for all the stuff that we did. And here's the thing, folks, is that I know a lot of people will get very, very upset that some of those funds were claimed and put to the public trustee. I'm actually okay with it. I'll tell you why. Because let's say, by my estimates, over 70% of the funds, or around 70% of the funds, made it directly to the community and those impacted. If you compare that to normal charities who put vast amounts into administration, right? Let's say a so-called big charity raises $100 million, right? Maybe about 10% of that probably makes it to the pockets of the people and to the homes or whatever of the people, the actual direct benefit. That's just my guesstimate, right? A lot of it goes in administration. So even though some of the funds were passed on to the public trustee, it's still a huge win, folks. And this is what comes out in the film. It's actually a huge win for the community, for the Australian spirit. The filmmakers have done such a good job. It's a cracking film. It's a cracking film, and I'm part of that film. But there's so many other characters and so many other powerful stories, and it will re-inspire, reinvigorate, or what's the word? Restore your belief in your faith in humanity. Maybe that's why people don't want this thing out. It's a powerful film. And I'll tell you what's especially powerful. It highlights how incredibly instrumental independent media is into directing the narrative. Remember when JFK said in that famous speech about the Illuminati and the secret societies and so on, he said, a free and independent press is the keeper of our conscience. It's the way that a society is held to account. And when you have a corrupt media that forms this amalgamation with corrupt governments and corrupt institutions and corrupt companies and big pharma and so on, then you get what we've just seen over the last 3 or 4 years. You get manipulations, gaslighting, deceit, coercion, people being led down the wrong path to their demise. Hence you have this mortality rate and all these injuries and all these people going, what the hell happened? And this is why I've been so outspoken about the media, because it's the media who controls the narrative, who controls the perceptions and the thoughts of the masses. And so when you see a truly independent film and the impact that it has and how uplifting and inspiring the truth is, it's a beautiful thing, folks. It is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And this film is going to, I think for the filmmakers, for the guys from Free Flow Films who are copying it right now, I think this film is going to catapult them into a very, very powerful place. And I think the film will go viral in Australia. I really do, because right now you have a vacuum here in Australia, a vacuum of truth. We live in I think Russell Brand coined the term, we live in a post-truth world. We live in a post-truth world where there's just lies and lies and lies everywhere you turn. Lies in the sky, lies in the paper, lies on the TV, endless lies. But when you have a world of lies and you see the truth just shines through like a beacon on a hill. And that's what this film is. And you have millions upon millions of Australians who are just have an appetite for the truth now after being lied to for 3 or 4 years. And this is, I believe, the best Australian documentary to come out in a long, long time, maybe 20 years. It's a tearjerker. And it reminds us all what it means to be Australian. And I hope those trolls out there, I know they're going to watch it. And you know what? Some of those trolls who have just spent the last 4 years trying to, destroy my character and destroy everything I've tried to do, maybe they'll sit there and watch and go, wow, while I was sitting here in Mummy's basement, trying to rip people down and throw mud and, destroy other people's ambitions in life, maybe they'll just sit there and go, wow, that's what living is. That's what it means to live, to go out and serve your community and actually help. Because it was the most uplifting thing of my entire life, folks. That's why I never took a day off. That's why I never went into hiding. That's why I never tried to defend the smear campaigns that were out there. Because I knew what we did. When you know what you've done and you know it to the core of your being, why are you going to go hide? Why are you going to pay attention to someone in Mummy's basement hiding behind a photo of their cat with a smear campaign? You don't pay attention to people you don't respect or care for, who mean nothing. It would be like the reason I've never paid any attention and let these things affect me is because they're meaningless. They hold no standing. They deserve no respect. Let's say someone let's say someone I respect enormously. Let's say Graham Hood said, oh, got concerns about this fundraiser. What happened with the funds? I would address that because I have enormous respect for Graham Hood. I'm just giving you an example. But when the mainstream media came out and trolled me and sort of these sorts of things, it doesn't upset me. Like, they totally tried to defame my character. Remember, they tried to link me with the events with the Queensland police that were killed. They tried to link my name somehow to that, saying that the Train brothers were in the Telegram chat. Like, it's extraordinary, folks. And I saw those things go on, and I knew we'd done nothing wrong. And for all the people out there, they're hoping and praying, oh, Dave Oneegs is finally going to go down. And then they were disappointed because after 18 months of this whole court process, the prosecution said, okay, well, that's all right, give him his money back. Would they really have given me my money back, folks, if we'd done the wrong thing? You know? And I'll say this as well, like, the prosecution, like, we could go into the legalities of what they did, whether it was illegal or not, forever. But the fact remains, we did not have a license to raise funds. That was it. But would they have given me my funds back, right? If we'd done something wrong, you know? And pretty sure he'll see this, but the head prosecution for the Office of Fair Trading, when it was all settled, he rang me up and he said, Dave, next time you need to do something like this. He said, next time, let me know and I'll help you. I'll fast track it. Fast track you getting what's called a sanction, so you can lawfully appeal for support. Because we're going to need to support again, folks. And what's going to come out of this film is a lot of people are going to see that we did some freaking good stuff. And there was a reason we did good stuff. There was a reason we were able to do some good things. That was because of you guys. You guys backed us. You guys shared it. You guys believed in us. You guys believed that we were going to do the best we could to help our fellow Australians in their time of need. And you guys, you're going to see this film. You're going to say, wait, we trusted our gut and we backed the right people. And I think the trolls are terrified of this, because not only have they come up with nothing after 4 years of endless trolling, what a strange thing to do. When you really think about it, troll someone for 4 years. Anyway, when the film comes out, not only are they going to see that they trolled us for nothing, but they trolled the wrong people, you know. And maybe they'll have a moment of shame. Maybe they'll have a moment of looking in the mirror going, what the hell have I become? I'm actually trying to destroy good people. If you're trying to destroy good people, that would make you evil. Does that make sense? If you're trying to hurt and harm good people, that would make you an evil person. And I believe, I don't know if these people are necessarily evil. I just think they're wounded. I think they're wounded to the core, damaged souls, lonely. That's why they hide their identities. They hide because they don't want to be seen. They don't want anyone to see who is holding all this pain and poison and hurt. And I say no amnesty for the people who premeditated the plot shots, who knew what they were going to do. No amnesty whatsoever. But I always hold out an amnesty for the trolls. You know, if you're a troll out there and you're upset and you're hurting, because, you know, that saying, hurt people hurt people. I believe these people are really deeply wounded. They're deeply, deeply unhappy. And I think one of the things they hate about me is that I live my life. I put a smile on my face. I keep getting up. I'm not going to stop, because, you know, when you have the truth as your guide, and you have the willingness to be a better person every day and admit your own faults, like, you're on a path of growth, and growth makes you happy and makes you want to keep going. It makes you want to do more good things. You know, I just had a beautiful morning this morning. By the grace of God, I've got a new jet ski. A guy down the road, I saw the jet ski in his garage. I said, what are you doing with that? He said, you know, it doesn't work. I said, man, I'll get it working. He said, if you can get it working, you can keep it at your place. He takes it out once a month with his kids, but I've got a jet ski. Pete and I got the thing running, and now we've got a jet ski again. Just had the most amazing morning. So I find a way, folks. I find a way to keep getting up and keep making the most out of this thing called life. And I'm eternally grateful to Stewie and Tez, the filmmakers. They're copying it right now. If you can give those guys some support when the time comes, and just thank them for what they've done. Because, yeah, you know, these people are very, very, very malicious. And that's not nice. There's enough maliciousness in the world right now. But, you know, last thing, folks, thank you to all the beautiful people out there who never doubted. You never doubted for a second. You just knew that we would go and do the best we could and get the job done and help Australians. So God bless you all, folks, and let's check in later. Over now. Bye for now. By the way, the film will be just a few more days, maybe another week until it's available. See you soon, folks.